Zone for a touchback.
Ready. Switch the outlaw. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Motion. 36.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
You got three down.
Martin. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He completes this one to Matt. 5. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Son, check it to Pittsburgh. 59. I got you, son.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, Martin. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 22.
Check 25, check 25. Under crunch. Check 99, check 99. 57 color.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. They start the drive with Martin. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37th, gain of 9. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Now it's Martin. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Now Jackson. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches. Running for it. Here's Martin. They find some open field here. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get that. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 36 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man, it's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey. 4 down. 15's mine. kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's third down.
The game gets longer, baby. That's it. Hey, let's feed him. Let's feed him. Let's go.
Yellow, yellow.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down.
Attack.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll get 34 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. He'll field this at the 5.
Let's go, fellas.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Yes, sir. That's it, baby. We're going to work.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Shift, shift. Hatchet, hatchet.
On 3rd down, Tubbs, and some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 72 yards as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
On second and a long way to go. Jackson flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch the safety creep. Alert three. Alert three.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow. 180. Hey, 15. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Slam, slam, slam.
49, check 49, check 49.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Switch, switch, switch.
Try down this thing, try down this thing.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. Now Williams. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here of the 2nd quarter.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Switch, switch, switch.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On that last run, here's 2nd and a couple.
Check 43. Check 26, check 26. Hey, switch gears.
Let's get it, let's go.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down.
Yellow, yellow. Fire!
He's coming, he's coming.
57.
Check. Do. Check.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a good result there, as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They run. Martin. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Martin. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Check. We own them. We own them. Delta. 44, Mike, 44. Army.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line.
Check 31. Kill.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 49 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Kill, kill, kill.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Check 4, check 4. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Check.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, yo, go.
Check 24, check 24. Kill.
On 1st down, Tubbs. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the block, motion, block. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Whip. Watch the whip.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tubbs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5. And the 1st down, Chiefs.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, Mike 40. Guys, stay off it. Mike's 40.
You ain't rippling. You ain't doing nothing today. Check 52.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Jack with a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
I'm coming. Hey, Mike 52.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I'm here all day. 15. Check 3.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st by a few yards. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
52's the mark, boy. 52.
15.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Watch it. Rush in. Tight dog. No. Switch it.
43.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. There he goes left side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Watch the slip. Backstrap. 52. I'm not ready.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. That is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
That's track. That's it.
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Martin. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal, this Chiefs defense. They're giving it all they got. Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 3-yard touchdown. Regained the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Switch up. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll try and run it with Martin. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
Chiefs 18. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll run on 1st down. Tubbs looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Out. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. Easy. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Wide. Get wide.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tubbs, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Mahomes. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Next to score, Ravens 32, Chiefs 18.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Martin. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Carry number 20 here for Martin. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 47 ending. 44. Here we go. Here we go.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet his best is soaking in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.